Welcome to Serif DrawPlus. In this short tutorial, I'll introduce you to layers and show you how you can use them as building blocks for your DrawPlus creations. By default, all new DrawPlus documents consist of a single layer, displayed on the Layers tab. To display the objects contained on a layer, click the plus sign to the left of the layer to expand it. Objects created on a layer are stacked in order from back to front. So if I add a new shape to my page, you can see that it's added to the top of the stack on the Layers tab. For simple designs, one layer is usually sufficient, but if you're working on a complex document, it's a good idea to separate groups of objects on different layers. You can choose which layer you're editing and make changes without fear of modifying anything on another layer. To add a new layer to a document, just click the Add button at the bottom of the Layers tab. You can add as many layers as you need. Let's now look at a more complex document. If I expand the layer icons, you can see thumbnail previews of the objects on each layer. To see a larger preview, hover over a thumbnail. To select an object on the page, simply click its thumbnail. The coloured line under each layer's Properties buttons here indicates the colour of the selection bounding box of all objects on this layer. For example, if I select an item on this topmost layer, you can see that its bounding box is a grey colour. You can rename your layers and change the colours assigned to them. Let's do this now. Double-click the layer to open the Layer Properties dialog, type in a new name, and then click here to change the colour. Over on the Layers tab, you can now see the new layer name and the new colour displayed. Now when I select an object on this layer, its bounding box is coloured pink. Use the buttons at the bottom of the Layers tab to add, as we've seen, and delete layers, change layer order, edit all, and view all layers. You can also move a layer simply by clicking and dragging it. To the right of each layer, you'll see three icons, and you can use these to lock and hide layers and to assign a paper texture. Let's see how these buttons work. Let's first add a paper texture to the background layer. Now I'll hide the layer and redisplay it. Finally, I'll lock the topmost layer. You can now see that I'm unable to select objects on this layer. This is very useful if you're working on particularly complex documents and you want to ensure that objects on certain layers are not editable. Hopefully this tutorial has helped you to understand how you can use layers in your own DrawPlus creations. For more in-depth information, see the online help.